Now, I done told y'all, these white Republicans really believe that black people are gonna be voting for Donald Trump. And let's be clear, it's some black folks out there, black women, more black men, who actually voted for Donald Trump. So since Fonnie Willis walked his ass through that through the jail, he had to turn himself in, these fools have been out here just this is gonna guarantee black support. Black people, since he got a mugshot, black people are going to just be down with Donald Trump. Okay, so I'm gonna play y'all a series of videos. So the first video is these foolish ass people on the 5 on Fox News.
And everyone's talking about it. Black Americans online, some of them are saying, I'm voting for Trump now.
That's 35.
Because they, too, have sometimes felt they've been unfairly targeted by the criminal justice system. And you know, in this country, nationally, 1 or 2% of the black vote swinging to the Republicans, that's the election right there.
No,
so the
not.
Democrats have overplayed their hand. They've done something that no one else has ever been able to do, and that's make Trump a sympathetic character. They've made him a martyr. And now I want to get arrested because I definitely need some sympathy.
No, you don't, Jesse. Not time.
Okay, now you got this total idiot, Grant Stitchfield. Remember that fool was on NRA TV, and then of course that got canceled. I think now he on Newsmax or some other show that nobody watches. Listen to this absolute asshole.
Blur out his shirt just in the essence of good taste, but listen to this gentleman.
Support President Trump. You want to know why I'm here to support President Trump? Because they done did black men like this for decades.
Black men had been experiencing these kinds of fake arrests and false arrests over decades.
Right.
And whether that's true or not,
that's
it
right.
certainly is how many in the black community feel. And I think this is endearing, especially many black men, to President Trump.
Okay. All right. So there's this group, this Republican Accountability Project, and they put this video out, and my man just went hard on these idiots. Watch this.
White supremacy, that's the problem. This is a hoax.
Tucker may be gone, but Fox hasn't missed a beat.
And as one black lady I spoke with earlier today here in New Orleans said, Trump's a gangster.
That's so fucking racist.
Nazi Germany.
But there's more.
The mugshot has breathed new life into the Trump campaign and broadened his appeal to black Americans.
That's Jesse Waters saying black people have an affinity for criminals. That's like saying white cops have an affinity for shooting unarmed young black men. Well, actually, that's true.
Today, my garbage man told me he's buying mugshot T-shirts for everyone he knows this Christmas.
When was the last time you think this motherfucker talked to a garbage man?
You're a moron!
And like most Republicans, he's a whore and a hypocrite.
Single motherhood benefits them, the Democrats.
That's Jesse lecturing us about marriage and single parents. For the record, this fucking cliche ditched his first wife and the mother of his children for a younger woman at Fox News. We live in a country of dark contrast, where one guy speaks for justice and one guy will sell us down the road for a porn star and a handful of rubles. And guess which one is on Fox tonight?
Put down the mic.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Go fuck yourself.
Sexy time.
Yes!
Yeah, okay, that was really American, I'm sorry, not Republican Accountability Project. All right, so here is the extended version of the idiotic comments from an absolute white supremacist, Jesse B. Waters, on Fox News, who is their new golden child.
Broadened his appeal to black Americans. Over the weekend, with the help of mugshot merchandise, the Trump campaign raked in over $7 million. Today, my garbage man told me he's buying mugshot T-shirts for everyone he knows this Christmas. The mugshot's up on the side of buildings in the inner city. The 2016 phenomenon's happening all over again. Trump won that election because of a laser-like focus on the forgotten man. A bond was formed back then that can never be broken. And there's a new forgotten man, the black man. Democrats have forgotten about him. The media and the professional class are so fixated with smearing and disqualifying one man that they've forgotten that the Democratic Party should be fixated on fixing problems. Better wages, better jobs, better schools, better health care. Democrats have overpromised and underdelivered for black Americans for decades.
All right, enough of his bullshit. Okay, this is how stupid these people are. Go to my iPad. So this idiot, Charlie Kirk, and this is what Jesse Waters was talking about. I told y'all they dumb. He goes, Trump mugshot mural in Atlanta. The backfire continues. And so this is the video right here, y'all, because they're claiming, oh, yeah, black folks are riding hard with Donald Trump. Here's the problem, y'all. That mural actually says, MAGA, my ass got arrested. That's how stupid they are. They literally are trying to play this whole game of oh, black people, they're cheering Donald Trump. In fact, this other idiot, Benny Johnson, this fool actually posted a video by saying when the Trump, when his motorcade was taken through black neighborhoods, and I found out when I was spent some time in Atlanta, that wasn't his choice. The sheriff's office drove his ass through those parts of Atlanta. This fool, Benny Johnson, put out a video by saying, see, look at this. They're cheering for Trump. Black people, after he got arrested, they say it's been unfair to us, and so it's unfair to him. I'm trying to actually find the tweet. It really was one of the dumbest things I ever seen in my life. I'm gonna find it in a second. But this shows you how stupid they think black men are, Mustafa. But now all of a sudden, they care about wrongful prosecution. Now they care about the criminal justice system. Now they care about black men. Get your punk asses out of here.
I mean, their whole thing has always been around manipulating and creating false narratives. And if we don't check them, and that's again why this network is so important, because somebody else might have just let it slide, and then they've allowed, the lies that they were sharing to continue to grow and take root. So that's why you got to address it, and you got to pull it out. And, and the pimping of our communities is something that they have been doing for such a long time, and trying to whisper in our ears, this crazy stuff that a few folks will fall for. So you can't pimp our communities anymore. You can't get over on us, and you can't have these false narratives that, we see right through it. Most folks understand what's really going on, and we call it out and we check it. So, Fox is going to be Fox.
It is just laughable. And they're sitting here, Scott, trying to circulate these different videos of one or two black men saying, that's right, we standing here, we voting for Trump. Then they show that fool who had the N-word for Trump shirt out there. And I'm sitting there going, did he even have teeth? I mean, that's literally what these fools are doing. And if you are a black man who's even thinking about voting for Trump, you stupid as hell.
Who is the most unqualified group of people in the country to talk about black people? What's the group? White America, white conservatives. They could give a damn less about black people. The Democrats have the black vote. Republicans, they're such hypocrites. The Republicans don't have anything to offer black people, let alone black men. And their hypocrisy or their failure is they really do believe that all black people are poor and disenfranchised, the least, the lost, the left out. We've all got records because that's what they've been told. That's what they observe in the media. And said they don't see black people like you and me and your other guests. I don't have a criminal record. I'm not moved by MAGA. or mugshot. I'm a super voter. I've been voting since I was 18 years old. And yet this rhetoric. And by the way, since when did the Republicans and conservatives care about the criminal justice system? Now they care about it because they think the criminal, their own criminal, now can identify with black people? I think not. It reminds me, Marjorie, what's the woman's name? Conservative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She and some of her conservative members went and protested outside the D.C. jail to protest the conditions of the January 6th insurrectionists and how they've been treated and jail conditions. And my first reaction to that publicly was, welcome to the struggle, Marjorie. Now you care about prison conditions because white people are in prison. But black people have been oppressed in prisons for decades, for hundreds of years. So welcome to the struggle. It is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen in my life. And it lacks reality or basis for it. It just does. And so I don't think we should even be talking about this so ignorant.
No. I know it's your
show and everything, but I think we need to move on from this.
No. See,
why not?
No.
Why not?
See, that's no, Scott. I'm trying to explain to you. That's the mistake. See, Rebecca, again, it's understanding the game. It's understanding what they're doing. And the mistake that some black folks have made and some Democrats have made is that if you don't call out the hypocrisy, if you don't call out the BS, what happens is then mainstream media picks these things up and all of a sudden it becomes a thing. Look what happened when black people did not address black men not voting for Stacey Abrams. That thing metastasized, and you begin to see stories all over the place. And when the data came out, it was an absolute lie. It is I have, as somebody who's been in the media since I was 14 years old, I have never said, let a lie stand. You must attack it, you must obliterate it, and you must show the people who they are. Here's a perfect example. This white conservative, Benny Johnson, has 1.8 Twitter followers. This is what happened. He put this out, and all the people ran with it. And again, they all run with it. That mural, they've been running that, the mural in Atlanta, see, they down with Trump. They cut off my ass got arrested. So this is Benny Johnson. Donald Trump driving through the urban poor neighborhoods of Atlanta after his arrest in mugshot. What happens next will shock you. Trump gives people hope. Libs want this video deleted. The media want it censored. You know what to do. Okay, so watch this here. So I want you to play, turn the audio up. And so I want y'all to listen. Now, first of all, anybody who understands, I want y'all to listen to it, but I'm gonna break it down for you, but I'm gonna show you the game they're doing. Watch.
Y'all see it, man. Which one are you in, though? I'm talking about they got everybody. Look at that fucked up.
All right, so all of these Republicans, ooh, look at that. They cheering for Trump. First of all, they also cheering his ass got indicted. Okay, that's what they're doing, Rebecca. But the thing here is, this is how they spin it. So what they do, this is the game. They run this video on social. All the conservative folk begin to recirculate it. It then goes on the radio shows, the digital sites, Fox News, and now they create this whole thing. Ooh, look at the black folks supporting Donald Trump, when we know that's a lie. And again, I was told point blank, Trump didn't drive through the hood when he was going back to the airport. They drove his ass through the hood. I was told that point blank, okay? But again, you have to call this out, because if you allow it to even gain a small foothold, it can actually take off from there. Rebecca?
So first of all, only black men can talk about the experience of what it means to be a black man in this country. Full stop. Only black men can talk about issues that impact black men with full authenticity. Full stop. No one else. Even as a Black woman, I can't speak on behalf of Black men. I can't tell Black men what their experience as Black men is in this country or even in this world. So for white people to have the audacity, and for these particular white people to have the audacity to think that they could talk for and behalf and authentically about Black men is purely ridiculous. I can't even do that as a Black woman, and I am Black. So, that's the first part. The second thing, just like what you're mentioning, Roland, it is very important to stump out these false narratives, because what we're seeing in advance of 2024 is once again for a division between Black men and Black women around the election, with who's supporting Trump, who's not supporting Trump. And what I do understand from talking to different people, that division and that divide that was promoted during Stacey Abrams, the first time she ran for governor and the second time she ran for governor, simply is not the case. There is, overall percentage of Black people, both men and women, who have voted for Trump. And yes, there have been some Black men who've outpaced Black women with voting or supporting Trump. But at the same time, it is not this large mass of Black folks who are supporting Trump or the MAGA ideology.
I'm telling y'all, the mistake is to ignore when these things happen, because again, I know the game, the propaganda game they play. And guess what? And I'm gonna say this, Scott, this is why I'm telling you wrong. Senator Kamala Harris made a huge mistake when she ignored the tax on her record as DA and Attorney General. She allowed them to metastasize for 6 months. So from the time that she announced to July, guess what? It became baked in. I can show you numerous other examples of what happens when people let things run amok and never address it. No, the response has to be you crush it and you call it out the moment it rears its head so it doesn't gain a foothold. That's what you have to do.